Why did I start YouTube? Hi guys, and welcome back to Bug Realms. I am Bugman Sam. Today we're going to be talking about why I started YouTube. Now this is going to be a talking video, so if that's not something you're into, you can click off now. However, I'm hoping this video will be out there to inspire other people at achieving the goals they want in life. So if that's something for you, please feel free to watch or share with a friend who may be interested. If not, that's fine. You can go check out some of my other videos or look towards the future more interesting videos. So let's start with why I want to do this. As I said, I want to inspire people. I want people to realise no matter how hard things get, you can pull through and live the dreams and do the things you want to in your life. Now I'm going to apologise, the rats are going to be making some noise because it is evening here and they are nocturnal and they're going to be noisy, so sorry about that guys. So yeah, all in all, I'm hoping this video can help at least one person out there. So I'm in an hour about whether to do this video. I've started it 4 times and deleted it, and this is my 5th attempt, and the reason being is I don't want people to feel that this is some sort of sob story to gain subs or viewers, because that is totally not my purpose here. This is out there because I saw a post on Facebook this morning. I'm not going to name the gentleman who wrote it, but it made me think, you know what, I can bring the courage to tell people this story if it can help at least one other person in the world overcome how they're feeling and do what they want to do. Whether it's, we all have our reasons why, and mine is no better than anyone else's reason why, you know, but I want to be able to give people that push they need. So let's go back. It's quite a lot to say in a short amount of time, so I may go a bit off track. Growing up, I ended up with an anxiety disorder, which then grew worse into me becoming agoraphobic for a few years. I was afraid to leave my own front door. I was afraid of the world. I got into mild drugs and things as well after, because I wasn't coping well. I slipped into depression. Now this lasted me quite a while, and then as my life went on, no more drugs, and I've been drug free since then. I kind of pushed myself a bit more. I had support of friends and family to get out there, get a job and things, and I was still struggling going out. Not so much that I couldn't leave my front door anymore, but I needed people there. So I'd have people take me to and from work sometimes, or I would taxi, and a lot of my wages went on taxis because it was the only way I could face getting to work and back. And you know, I met someone, I got married, I had a child, absolutely brilliant, and life started to feel good. And then when life started feeling good, my anxiety disorders made a turn for the worse, and it became a panic disorder. Now anyone that's had a panic attack, you'll understand how bad they really are, and for those that don't, there's a brief explanation of what somebody told me. Imagine yourself in a war zone and you're being shot at. Imagine the fear that those soldiers out there feel. But imagine that sort of feeling, but there is no physical person out there. There is nothing you can do to stop it because you don't know the reason. You're having the same adrenaline rush, that same feeling sick, shaky, worried. You're having all those physical feelings and cognitive emotions, how you're thinking, spiraling out of control, with no physical element out there as to your reason why, making it a whole lot more confusing. It's not good. Anyway, I sought therapy and I improved my life, and I mostly overcame it. This is all going through a course of many years, guys. I mean, these disorders went on for about 9 years, but I'm trying to keep the video a bit shorter. And when I felt that my life was improving, I think too much damage had been done. I mean, imagine living with someone that afraid, that depressed. And although I'd improved and I felt like I was getting somewhere, it was too much, I think, for my relationship. That fell apart. I moved out. Still had all the time in the world with my daughter. She lived with her mum, but I could see her whenever I wanted to. And things on that side were great. But obviously you can understand that when something like that falls apart, it's hard. And that's when I actually got into YouTube. I started watching Buddhist teachings and self-help videos, and I thought I need to better myself. So I did. I started feeling better about myself, started feeling better about life, met some new friends because I had to move into shared housing. It's all I could afford on the wages I was on. And then after a little while, I moved on and I was happy again with another person, and she's been brilliant. I'm with her now. We've been together ever since. It's been fantastic. And then I was made redundant from my job. So I felt like things had finally picked up. I was shot back down again. And you know what? I still carried on, and I moved on, and I did find another job. And things were looking okay. I mean, I'd had quite a lot of challenges through this whole experience, which I'm not going to go into massive detail for, because I could go on for hours just talking about my childhood up until that point and the really bad points in there. But one thing I want to point out to you was I was a big quitter. Although I stuck to my jobs and things, my true passions in life I never stuck to. I wanted to travel, I never travelled. Even within places in the UK. I mean, I have travelled with family and things, but where I want to go, I've never done that. There are things I want to try in life, like a bucket list. If I had a bucket list, hardly anything would have been crossed off at that point, especially because I tried my own business. Times got hard, I gave that up, but I still had my original job. I tried doing photography, and through a bit of negative criticism and a loss of passion, I gave that up. And you know what, the only thing I didn't give up was the invertebrates. When I got into those, they were fantastic, they meant everything to me, but I still didn't have what I was after. And what I was after, I think, is a connection with the world is my dream. And I could have had that with my own business. I could have got to know a vast variety of people. I could have done that with my photography, you know, but I didn't pursue them. So I started more social networking. I joined a lot of Facebook groups, found some lovely people that were there to help me with my inverts and me help them, and that was great, but it wasn't enough for me. I still felt like a nobody. You know, going through all those struggles, ups and downs, I was too afraid still. Even though I didn't have so much of this disorder anymore, I was afraid to live my dreams and do the things I want and connect with the world. When I was growing up, I always wanted to be an actor. And it wasn't for the money. And it wasn't for fame as such. It was to have a network of people to talk to. Whether they thought highly of me or not was a different matter. I didn't need to be this big world famous actor. I just wanted to be somebody that could connect with many, many people at one go. I've actually tried a YouTube before to do with mental health, and I gave that up as well. That was another way for me to connect and truly help people overcome their issues the way that I overcame mine. But it got difficult, it got complicated. I wasn't a professional, and I gave it all up. And so I was content with life, but I wasn't happy. I wasn't doing what I wanted to do to make this connection. And then something happened. When I was on my sorry sorry about that, guys. This is the part of the video that's been the hardest for me. This is the point where I've normally given up. Okay. I was on my way to work and I received a phone call to tell me that my eldest brother had passed away. And that's been the hardest thing for me to ever hear in my life. And for a long time I beat myself up over it, because he, like me, also struggled with anxiety, but he turned to the drink for his way of coping. And I beat myself up because I never put the right time that I felt into helping him the way that I managed to help myself. But that's a different story, and through a lot of help and a lot of support, from people, I've grown to realise that that's not something that he would want to see his little brother go through. I didn't want what happened to him and his death to mean nothing. I wanted to prove to him that with his story, with what's happened, that people can change their life. And the one good thing about him was he did things in his life that he wanted to do. Aside with this disorder, with this alcoholism, he still pursued a lot of his dreams. He did a lot of things in his life. He lived in another country. He lived in Japan for many years. He got into kayaking, various other things. He got a tattoo. All these weird little things that were on his bucket list, and he did them. And he has actually said in his life that should he ever die, he would die knowing he did everything he wanted to do. And that's the one good part out of that. But the reason I wanted to bring that up is because that's what changed me. That's what made me realise that I can't go through the rest of my life not doing what I want, not living my dream, my personal dream, and not having what happened to him not mean anything. Sorry. So that's why I started my YouTube. I had my passion, my inverts as a hobby, but I never pursued it further to make that connection with the world that I always wanted. And since that's happened, I've actually travelled to the Western Invert Show, something I never thought I would do, and I enjoyed that very much so. I got big plans for the BTS. Going to be hopefully meeting some other YouTubers there, which is a dream to me as well. Just another thing I really want to do is meet some of the big or small YouTubers, meet some of these other people that inspire me on my channel. And with this negative thing of him passing, finally made an impact to me to make my life better. And I don't know if I believe in the afterlife, but I'm hoping that he can look down, being proud. So, sorry. So, I am now doing what I want to do. Yeah, my channel's small. So what? I'm hoping it will grow. And my dream is for it to grow. I don't need millions of subs. But if I could get a few thousand mark where I can really interact with a lot of people, share my passion with other people and have them share theirs with me, that's my dream. To be a YouTuber doesn't have to be massive, but big enough to have that connection, and that is what I'm working towards. And I think I will get there eventually in a few years' time. That's my goal. And I can see that positively now, because of a negative situation has made me see things in a new light. So, what I wanted to get out there, guys, is no matter what you've gone through, whether yours is loss, grief, whether it's addiction, whether it's fear, whatever it is, you can turn that around and you can do what you want to do. Like I'm doing right now, I am doing what I want to do. And yes, I want to improve it. And yes, there are other aspects of my life that I need to either cut out or change. And that will happen. You know, I am going to travel like I want to do. I'm going to try and see some of these inverts in the wild. That's another dream. I have made a bucket list. I am going to tick everything off there. And you guys can do that too, no matter what your struggle is. Even if it's something minor to what the outside world see. If it's big to you, you can sort that out. You can overcome that. and you can do what you want to do. I know you can. So what I'm going to ask from you guys today is I would like something from you. And I would like you to be able to share this message to other people in whatever way you want to. Whether it's something as small as just going over to a friend who in need maybe, and giving them that pick-me-up, telling them, encouraging them to do what they want to do. Not letting them say no for whatever reason, whether they're afraid. You go out there and give them that kick, that push. Whether it's you want to do something bigger and you want to share my story, whether it's vocally or whether you want to share it on social media. I'm happy for people. I've reached a point in my life now where I'm happy for you to share this video with the world. I'm happy for you to share it Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and even YouTube. Do whatever you want, whatever way you can, as little or as big as you want to. You want to shout this out, you shout it out. You want to give a description, put my link in the description, you do that. If you want to just go over and say to a friend, not even have to show them the video, adapt my video into something personal to you to give that friend a push. Or if it's yourself, think about the fact that you've had your own challenges. I've had my challenges. I felt like a nobody. I felt like I couldn't ever pursue my dreams out of fear of rejection, out of fear of criticism. And it took something very bad in my life to make me see the positive. And I hope that you guys don't, not all, I know some of you would have already, but I'm hoping that all of you guys out there have to go through something bad to get to something good. I'm hoping this video can show that to you, that you can do it, and you can, all of you, every one of you out there. You know what, share this if you like, but I want you to pick a day right now, any day. Pick a day where you're off work, a day where you've got no plans, and I want you to do one thing on your list of things you want to do. Whether it's something as small as looking into a holiday for a place you want to go, even if you haven't booked it. Whether it's a walk in a bit of woodlands that you've always wanted to go in, or whether it's to visit a relative you haven't seen for a while, to give them that pick up, say oh hello. Something that you either want, whether it's big or small in life, whether it's just a little pick me up or a little pick me up for someone else, or it's something big like planning the holidays or changing careers. I just want everybody to pick a day where they're going to change one thing in their life. And if this video can help even one person, like I've said already, out there, change their life, then I feel that my connection to the world has really meant something. So do with it as you will, guys, but sorry for the emotional wreck that is me, but it's been one of those days and I'm happy I finally got it out there. So thank you very much for watching. If you've watched to the end, you are truly an amazing person. And yeah, that's going to be it, guys. I've had enough talking now. I'm knackered. I want to go to bed. So you take care. Thank you very much for your time.